Never ever say Happy Chinese New Year because in Vietnam, Tet is one of the biggest and most important holidays in Vietnam. So today, let's get started to learn about the culture, the economic impacts, and the tradition of Tet in Vietnam. So let's get started. Hello, my name is Ken Duong. I'm an international and immigration attorney, and I've been living here in Ho Chi Minh City for the last 5 years. And one of the amazing cultural aspects and a very interesting festival and tradition in Vietnam is the Tet holidays. So today we want to share with you this amazing culture, this amazing holiday, but you got to make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel in order to get the most updated information regarding Vietnam. Thank you. We are here at the Student Cultural Center on Pham Ngoc Thach Street in Ho Chi Minh City, where they're celebrating and preparing for the Tet holidays. And Tet is short for Tet Nguyên Đán. And this holiday happens on the first few days of the Tet holiday in Vietnam, and in general it's called the Lunar New Year. But we want to take you back in time to understand the origins and the history of this national holiday in Vietnam. The origin of Vietnamese Tet is actually still controversial, as some say that Tet came from China 1,000 years ago due to the Chinese influence. That's why in Western countries it is referred to as Chinese New Year. However, many studies found that Tet has been celebrated in Vietnam for a really long time, as rice agriculture civilizations played a major role in Vietnam's culture as well as other Southeast Asian countries. Counting years were just based on agricultural cultivation needs, and a year was divided into 24 different periods called Tiết Khí, where each period has a moment of transition. And the most important time was the start of the cultivation cycle, chosen at the beginning of a new year. That takes place from the first day of the first month of the lunar calendar, around late January or early February, until the third day or even 10th day of that month. Right before the Tet holidays, you'll see a large exodus outside of Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, because the majority of people actually live in the provinces. And similar to other New Year holidays around the world, large groups will leave the city in order to meet with their families, have their traditions in their particular provinces or their cities, what we call our hometowns. They'll do things like eat bánh chưng, bánh tét, thịt kho, which is a milk stew with coconut milk. And also they will eat together, they will clean together as a family unit and spend quality time. Because only once a year, whereby all the employees will have large amounts of time, some for 7 days, some for 10 days. Some companies allow for 14 days of break time in order to spend with your family. So it's very important that the Vietnamese spend time with their family during Tet. Tet is all about starting a fresh new year, as Vietnamese people believe that what you do during the first week of the Lunar New Year will determine the path for the rest of the year. There are a lot of customs practiced during Tet holidays. The first tradition is on the first of the new year, family members will come and visit each other for what's called the ancestral worship, which means that the children will pay respects to their parents and then also their grandparents for all that they've been given throughout the year. And the children and the elderly will receive lucky money, which is this red envelope with money inside, in order to wish for prosperity and health in the new year. And one other important aspect is the general birthday, which means that right on the New Year's, everybody turns 1 year older. Not everybody's happy with that, but that's the truth. So get ready to turn 1 year older in a few days. Then, during the first day of Lunar New Year, you also need to be extra cautious when visiting your relatives or friend's house, because according to Vietnamese traditions, after midnight and the start of the first of the new year, the first person from outside to step into your house will bring their energy to you for the rest of the year. This is a widespread belief in Vietnam, and it is taken very seriously. That's why, in order to avoid bad luck, most families would choose a successful person to invite to their homes first. So one other important factor is hello. Xin chào, chúc mừng năm mới.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Chúc mừng năm mới. Yes.
Chào em, chúc mừng năm mới.
So one of the third items of the importance of the culture in Vietnam is to actually find a fortune teller to determine what you are going to do in the first date of the new year for your business, because you have to choose the first day, which is critically important for the success of your business for the entire year. And that's why I have the pleasure, was able to meet the two lady friends in order to talk about the new year and deciding on which fortune teller you need to choose in order to get the best chance of developing a successful business for 2021. Fourth, although gambling is illegal in Vietnam, you will often find many still gambling with their lucky money, especially children. And there are a lot of popular games like bầu cua cá cọp or bầu cua tôm cá. Now let's switch gears to see what TET holidays and the impacts on the economy and also the companies in Vietnam. Because for sure, when TET comes around, there's a ton of shopping to do, but whether they're shopping online or offline. So first, I want to talk to you about the consumer trends of a few of the economic reports on why the Vietnamese companies are targeting the age of 18 to 24 years old, because they are shopping online using Lazada, Tiki, Sendo, and other online platforms in order to buy their goods. They're not going to the stores anymore to buy anything from clothing to motorbikes to computers and sometimes even cars. So if you are a company selling in Vietnam as a retailer, make sure you understand your e-commerce platform. As the pandemic hit many businesses this year, some had to close their stores and shift their marketing strategies to online shopping, offering more promotions on online platforms. Although traditional gifts still remain the most popular, especially TET food gifts that contributed to 64% of sales. Thus, TET will boost Vietnam's economy even more in 2021. The second item I want to talk about is the impact of the TET holidays on the manufacturing and supply chain in Vietnam. During the TET holidays, the employees will go back to their hometowns and they will leave for 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks. And to be honest, sometimes they never actually come back. So as a manufacturer or you buy supplies from Vietnam, you have to make sure that you get your raw materials, your supplies, and your finished goods outside of Vietnam before the TET holidays begins, or else you'll have a big delay. There will be added cost, and also the infrastructure may not be available because the ports will close, possibly the airports will close, and also the rails will close during those 2-week periods. So make sure that you fully understand what you need to do prior to the TET holidays in order to not have delays of your supplies and your goods to whichever country you are planning to ship to. However, the production backlogs can also affect companies when new orders are coming, as factories will prefer shipping goods to their referral partners first. For international shippers who are ordering from manufacturers in Vietnam, we recommend to make sure to place your orders well before TET and anticipate the cutoff time for better efficiency. Furthermore, if you're an expat or business person living in Saigon, be prepared for the fact that Saigon gets empty during TET, as many businesses close during this period. Third, TET is the opportunity to help spur domestic tourism, as people who work far from their hometown will usually travel around for a few days. Now that we've talked about the origins of TET, the history, and also the economic impacts to Vietnam, we want to make sure that you have all the information you need to make your business decision, social decisions, and also whether you want to visit or travel within Vietnam during the holidays. But as always, on behalf of Young Global, we want to thank you for watching this video. We want to wish you a happy and prosperous new year. health to all your family, and success in all that you do. So chúc mừng năm mới.